This is unbelievable what we got here. Okay. Greatest weapon against hate is love, and the greatest weapon against darkness is light. And in our great epic adventures of story retelling, the Negro always wins. And if you want adventure, if you want excitement, if you want drama, join the Negro. Well, you will get excitement. Join us. You be the excitedest Negro in the world. You join us. Tell the truth. Drama, you won't be missing no drama, no excitement. Hey, man, look, right? So we're not lying. You want drama? Come on over here. We got all the drama you want. You can't stand the amount of drama we got over here. So we're telling the truth. We're actually telling just the good old truth. Strong on inspiration side and strong on psycho-spiritual motivation. Strong on leadership and lighter on management. First I have here 60-40, but I done changed it to trial period, and we'll do 50-50. That means 50% being strong on inspiration and all that motivation, psycho-spiritual motivation, and leadership. So we're going to do a 50-50. So we had it 60-40. That would mean 60% on leadership and 40% on management. We're gonna have it 50-50. Yeah. That means that we're not going to be making people, or we're going to, the 60% in the first part, dealing with leadership, dealing with inspiration and motivation, that'll be the strong side of our leadership type thing. Not management, do this, do that, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to. So that don't mean we just gonna sit back and watch people tear up. We write something, they tear it up and throw it out the window. No, that's why we believe we will settle at 60-40, 60 inspirational, motivational, inspirational, and 40% the technical management, you know. That's just the way we feel about it. All of this is, you know what I mean? You can adjust it, but we're not going to be off balance, inshallah. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that's that. I think we'll move toward a close. Isolation has been very good for us because isolation teaches you where you are with yourself. If you ain't got yourself together, you're not going anywhere, right? That's why Hollywood is crazy. They worried about everybody else. Top of the line. Know yourself, know your enemy, what, 1,000 battles, 1,000, something like that. Look, I don't care what they say. They can say what they want. They can sit there and all of them is over there on the stage looking stupid and looking like a fool and feeling like we don't want to be with them. Them coons, you keep them. Well, you being left out? No, I'm being out. I don't want to be with them. Because see, if you done had it all before, you already know. Hey, if boss man give it to you, it ain't nothing good for you in there. Yeah, and if he charged you for one, you done paid 10 times the price for it. That's what he does. He just does business like that. Okay, are there any questions, any comments? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, right, right. Right. What was the name of that book now? Unrestricted Warfare. Because they did it and they did it to themselves. Everything they did it to themselves. That's why they can't. Right, right. Of course. No. No, all of my old lectures, way back in the 80s, you seen 81, back in the 70s, because we were studying Sherman Mao a lot, and the Long March and all those things. Those were our favorite uh, longevity and protracted struggle. All of that comes from him and other people with wisdom. But you got to remember, uh, whatever the Chinese just said last year or 5 or 10 years ago, they probably said it 3,000 years ago already. They're in a repeat. You got to remember, if they was the biggest people in the world for the thousands of years, because you always hear about the Egyptian Empire, but the Egyptian Empire, 3000 BC, 2000, the Chinaman's was right there. And they had it going on better. Can you imagine? The Egyptians wanted to conquer everybody, and the Chinamen say, hey man, we don't want to mess with them. Them bums out there, right? Can you imagine that they built, we don't, and there's only one strong power in the world that has never invaded anyone, China. They never invaded anyone. Anyway, so I'm gonna shoot. I can't wait to go back and unrestricted warfare. No, I can't wait to get back. So if I pull it up, I'm gonna get some outlines of what they. Oh, of course. Yeah. See, and you got to remember, if you blind, when you big and you selling wolf, you talking out the side, you can't see nothing. And you be stepping on people and slapping them down, and you don't remember. Just like when you're the big bully in the school and and all of a sudden, everybody else grows up, and maybe you didn't turn no wino or something like that, or maybe you're just a standard guy, and you wondering, yeah, man. And this little guy, you took his marbles. I don't guess they play marbles anymore. You knock him, slap him around. He don't never forget that. You forget it. Did I ever do anything to you? No, you just busted upside the head, took all my lunch money and stuff, and that type of thing. That's the way boss man is. Ukraine, they're doing this in Ukraine. He done forgot all about Iraq. He done invaded and killed people in the zillions. Yeah. Twice. Libya, everybody. Vietnam, hey man, alhamdulillah, that, well, we thank Allah for being where we are, who we are, and where we're trying to go. And we'd like for everybody to make it. So if there's no more questions and there's no more comments, أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله.